Will jump it up, so not a traditional center for Philadelphia to start this game. Nets have it. Has struggled a little bit from three the last couple of games, but usually means that he's due for one as he floats it up and in. The first basket of the game is brought to you by play major minutes, and their confidence only grew with each appearance. Rolling around, Johnson, wild attempt, no. Claxton, they put it in.
Working the two-man game between Johnson and Claxton and take advantage with that size.
Oubre, first bucket for Philly.
You get to call his games this summer, huh?
I mean, he completely revitalized his career, it felt like, through the Olympics as Grimes just cleared the space and throws it.
A lot of room, though, to get to the basket. Everyone just sticking on the inside.
2-for-2 start for D'Angelo Russell. George draws a crowd. Swing it around. Grimes for three. Point as quickly as it had. It's basically the minimum of what it was going to be as George finds the interception, gets it up ahead for Grimes on the slam. Just really, it's hard to deal with an injury as is.
All of that takes, especially for a young player trying to find his footing in the league.
Russell over the top of Grimes. Nothing but nylon.
But there are areas in which they can play a little quicker and space things.
Russell, stutter step. Oh, D'Lo's feeling it. Of 4 or more games this year.
It is wild to think the expectations with the Paul George.
Russell adding to his tally, 14. Drummond will look to set the offense in motion with 6 on the clock. It's George dancing on Johnson. Back to Drummond. Floats it up and in. And he's got a top on the cut. He didn't even allow us a chance for spillage. That just feels wrong. Inside hand finish on the cut for Watford. Last meeting between these two teams on January 4th as Wilson laces a triple. Edwards just discarded something, looked like a wristband under the basket. And he'll pull the 3 in transition. He'll hit the 3 in transition. Over decency?
Well, he didn't get to him yet.
Lob and finish. Owoma to Sharp. I guess the elbow looks just fine. Back outside, 3 to shoot. Yabusele, swing it. Corner 3. Council missed everything. Oh, it's taken away. Edwards in the perfect spot for that pass, and Oubre finishes it off. 6-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Now 10 to shoot for this backup point guard, Trendon Watford. Spins away from Oubre, gets inside and just muscles it through. Well, attack on Council here, recognizes the size mismatch, just can't finish. Sharp vacuums it in and scoops it through. He's just a machine and playing at a different level right now as he's finally seemingly healthy and comfortable simultaneously on the court. Williams right through, zigzags his way to the bucket. 6 for 7 in that first quarter with 14 points. Looking to remain aggressive. Williams catch and shoot, had it blocked on the outside and then taken in, Sharp again. Owoma had it stripped and Butler takes it away. Butler looking to take it himself. Good defense by Martin, better offense by Butler. Is going to make a difference for anybody in disposition, and certainly D'Angelo has felt comfortable, knew what to expect being in Brooklyn from his time a couple years back.
Has made this whole group so special.
Russell forces his way inside. Williams contested, unfazed, cans the 3. Brooklyn 4 for 11 from downtown. Do have 8 assists on 16 field goals. Johnson off the bounce for 3. 5 minutes to play in the first half. George inside. Spray it to the outside. Edwards, drive, slam. Jordi Fernandez was hoping for a travel. One of the highest recruits in the country 2 years ago as a McDonald's All-American. Look out! Keon Johnson showing off the... Edwards and Oubre. Butler rejects the screen. Inside, they lost Oubre.
The Eric Gordon signing or Kyle Lowry coming over.
Claxton, good defense by Bona to force the miss. And nobody picked up the ball. Butler last second put it to Edwards for the easy one. Johnson spins away from Edwards. Screen comes from Claxton. Johnson into the paint. Floats it. Oh, rejected. Bona spikes it away. Butler in transition. Grimes all alone. Hits the 3. George gets away with it. 10 to shoot. Russell a deep one. Short. Oh, the tip slam. Claxton goes up. Your own personnel, especially if you're a great rebounder. D'Angelo Russell has the softest misses as Cam Johnson attacks with cruel intent.
Understanding that when a shot goes up.
Butler lobs it up. Oubre slams it home. Grimes rises and connects. Philly with their first lead since 20-19. Brooklyn down to 43%. Philly up to 44% from the floor. Russell, stop on a dime, fades and fills it up. And now a reload with 15 on the clock. Screen comes from Claxton. Gets rid of it. Keon Johnson, attack mode for 2. Quarter. Cross and drive. Bounced it a little bit behind Cam. It didn't matter. Cam Johnson, the adjustment.
You take probiotics every morning?
I do, every morning. Guaranteed. Floated up and in. Trendon Watford. Up the floor. Here is that lefty. Edwards. Oh! Swatted by Claxton again! Staying with the play. Don't test the mask. And Watford cashes in. And claimed by Claxton. He's going to run the floor. Directing traffic. He'll take it himself. Can't finish. Got it back. Had it blocked. Claxton again. Too strong inside. Doughton off the screen. Puts Russell in jail. Keep that body position. Bounce it inside. Bona went right into Sharp and finishes. Tough one. Off the top of the window. And Sharp again. Third chance for Brooklyn. Around it goes. Russell. Money. Right back to Doughton on the outside. Paul George is back on the floor. They find him here with 7 seconds left. Double comes. Doughton will let it fly. Too strong. Weak side rebound and put back for Grimes. Or Justin Edwards. So Edwards comes off the bench tonight, 13 points. Meanwhile, Jared Butler, 9 assists. And Tyrese Martin.
Within the Philadelphia defense.
Well, these aren't the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. They certainly aren't at the current numbers for the season. Jordi Fernandez wanted contact there. Butler, patient, works on Watford. Oh, Watford stayed with him. Sent him packing. 4-on-1 for Brooklyn. Lob it up. Watford slam it home. The block and the bam. Leads the way with 18. Oubre is 16. Edwards with 13, but nobody else in double figures for Philly. 3 to shoot. Grimes over a double team. Knocks it through.
Tough shot.
For Caleb Martin. Sharp bounce. Johnson elevates. Keon Johnson. Oubre, pump and drive. Into the paint. Hangs and floats it through. George, cross. Kick. Oubre, 3.
Especially if Philadelphia starts making some three-point shots like this. In particular has been doing that, but they do have players that can knock it down.
Johnson nearly lost it. He did. Turns it over. Edwards looking to push. Oubre. Grimes attacks the closeout. Inside. Oubre lays it in. And Wilson under 6 to play here in Brooklyn. Nets looking for another win. Johnson on the cut and the finish. Ends a 7-0 run.
Excellent cut and a fantastic pass. What do you know about sleep apnea?
Nothing. I'm an excellent sleeper. I'm very thankful for it. Bounce it. Oubre floats it in. And the rebound this time pulled in by Grimes. They'll look to push the pace. Kick it. Oubre. 3-ball. Splash. Kelly Oubre coming alive. Approaching 2 minutes to play. George. Double. Ripped away. Cam Johnson took it from him like candy from a baby, and the easy bucket on the other end. And 6th in the last 7. Watford inside. Claxton, the easiest one of the night. Timeout Philly with 43.9 remaining. 15 seconds left. Grimes going to pull the 3. Short. Rebound. Up for grabs. Grimes saves. George. 8 seconds left. George. Edwards. 5 seconds left. Johnson perfect defense. Edwards missed the 3. And the Nets are going to hold on. A 3rd consecutive win. And yet again, Brooklyn holds their opponent.